Pop quiz. What's Henry's Law? And how does it apply to scuba diving and pop? Not Coke, not soda, pop.
Henry's law states, at a constant temperature, the amount of gas that is dissolved in a liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of that gas.
What in the world does that mean? In layman's terms, what this really means is the relationship between pressure and solubility. Let's break this down. So, we have two things, our solute and our solvent. The solute is the gas, or CO2, and the solvent is the liquid. Essentially, we are asking how much gas can dissolve in a certain amount of liquid. So essentially, this is what we have. The CO2 above the liquid and the CO2 in the liquid. Because of the high pressure of the CO2 above the liquid, more CO2 can be absorbed in the liquid. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what happens when you take away that high pressure of CO2 above the liquid? We'll get to that in a sec. Let's look at this a couple other ways. So it's stated that the relationship between pressure and solubility is proportional, meaning that as pressure goes up, solubility goes up as well. Let's look at two containers filled with different pressures in gases. In container one over here, we see that there is a lower pressure of gas, meaning that the amount of gas absorbed in the liquid will be lower as well. In container two, we have a higher pressure of gas, meaning that there is more gas absorbed in the liquid. Let's take a look at what happens when you go from high to low pressure. I had to move outside for this one because things might get a little messy. So when you have high pressure above the liquid as well as high pressure in the liquid, this is what happens when that high pressure goes to low pressure very quickly. So let's just increase the pressure in here a little bit. As you can see, there is massive pressure buildup in here. Oh! Crazy. What just happened here is what would happen to the gas in your blood if you ascend too quickly in the water, because that pressure goes from very high to very low. How do we mitigate this problem as scuba divers though? Because the deeper we go, we're gonna have to be dealing with high pressure, which means there's going to be high pressure of gas in our blood. So how do we come to the surface so that we don't have this massive release of pressure as we come up? Well, kind of like this. Let's shake it up one more time and I'll show you. Pressure build up already. All right, so as you can see, we're back to massive pressure buildup. This time, just like in diving, we're going to open it slowly or ascend slowly. This, listen closely. So I'm gonna open this, but I'm gonna open it very slowly. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the gas slowly leaking from the bottle. I'm gonna bring it towards the camera so that you all can hear it. So I'm slowly letting. I'm lowering the pressure up here, which will allow the pressure in the liquid to slowly release that gas. So as divers, it's very important for us to know and understand Henry's Law. Of the two situations that you just saw, the first one, the diver did not follow Henry's Law and came to the surface too fast or did not have their decompression stop. A diver should ascend no faster than 30 feet per second or follow your smallest bubbles. All right, so like the bottle had CO2 in it, when we're diving, we have nitrogen build up in our system. If you ascend too soon, just like the bottle, all the gas will overflow out too quickly. Because of this, there are dive medical consequences such as DCS, decompression sickness. We'll cover that in a later video, but it was important to know what Henry's Law is first before we touch on that. In the second situation, where we slowly released that gas in the bottle, essentially as divers is us slowly coming to the surface or doing what is called decompression stops. This is called off-gassing, and it allows your body to slowly release that gas in a controlled manner. Give us a like and a follow and share with your friends.